Okay. Thank you very much, Jeff, for the kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my screen, Jeff?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay. So as you know, today's presentation is going to be about what we believe is one of the most important breakthroughs in client accounting. I would like to introduce you to our company, AccountantsWorld, who is the sponsor of this expert webinar series. We have made uncompromising commitment to accountants. We never sell anything directly to end users, and our only focus is to help accountants advance their practices. We have been a pioneer in cloud, and we have been developing cloud solutions for 15 years. So it was even before the cloud was the cloud. And we have a complete suite of cloud solutions. So we would like to impart the knowledge that we have acquired during this period to you and see how you can really take advantage of the cloud. Now, this session is going to have a very simple objective. All we want to do is that currently the cloud accounting has certain inefficiencies, deficiencies, and the whole idea is with this new cloud technology, how you can really make accounting painless for your clients. And when in that process of doing that, the whole idea is going to be that ultimately when you are making accounting really painless for your clients, giving them the choices, and then by doing so, can it really impact your practice? And we have examples of accountants who have been using these practices, and they have seen a growth of 20 to 50% in their bottom line. So it is really possible that by this transformation, you could really advance your practice significantly. So accounting has been, double entry system has been around for awful lot of years. Since Peculiarly invented this double entry system, I would say probably 400 or 500 years ago. And nothing really happened for 400 years in this industry. And then all of a sudden there was a lot of changes. And what those changes were, they were all because of the technology. It all happened because of the changes in the technology. So this is the key factor. And the most important change that happened in accounting was the introduction of QuickBooks. It really completely transformed accounting. And this was based on a model which is DIY model. That means Intuit will go out and sell accounting system directly to end users, to small businesses. And definitely this PC-based model or PC-based solution really made accounting extremely efficient. I mean, far more efficient than the manual methods that we used to use in the past. So there was a lot of positive and a lot of efficiency gain, and a lot of things could be done very efficiently. They could not be done manually. But we also saw that it has created many challenges for accountants. And let me give you a simple story. I was at a trade show and I was talking to a CPA I have known, and I asked him, how's your accounting practice? And he told me, Chandra, seems like I don't run my accounting practice. So I said, what do you mean? What do you mean that you don't run your accounting practice? And he told me, he pointed to Intuit's booth, and he said that clients go out and buy QuickBooks, and many don't know anything about accounting. So they make a mess, and I have to wait for that mess to come, and then I first have to correct those errors that clients have made. and I don't get enough time to add any value to my clients' businesses. And that's not what I became a CPA for. And I think you would probably have similar kind of feeling many times. So the question is, why this great model or something that did so much good for accounting also created so many challenges for accountants? And the simple answer is that this model, DIY model, is based on a belief that accounting software can make accounting painless for small businesses. And here is a quotation from Brad Smith, who is CEO of Intuit, and it basically echoes the sentiments or the belief of Intuit founder Scott Cooks, that our goal is to make accounting invisible and painless for accounting small businesses. So this is the basic model, or this is the basic philosophy on which all original accounting software that were created for PCs were based. And what does it do? When you have that kind of a model, then what you do is, in that process, accounting software comes at the center of accounting. And clients go and buy the accounting software. And now you are basically sitting at the sideline for data to come back from clients. And in this model, you do not have any proactive role. You have a reactive role. And basically all you're doing is recording history. So that is part of the challenge, and that is the reason that these solutions are based on this particular model. So now the question is, let us analyze the assumptions that were made in creating these models. Are those assumptions, valid? So, Jonathan, now this is time for the next poll, poll number 1.
All right, hopefully everyone can see the poll, and it says no software can make accounting painless for small businesses without the help from an accountant. And please select an answer: strongly agree, agree, somewhat agree, disagree, strongly disagree. Please vote now. Thank you. All right, we'll give it a few more seconds. Jonathan, looks like we're over 90% have voted, so that's good. Remember, you must vote to get CPE, and we appreciate you participating. And I think we'll, Jonathan, if you'll go ahead and close the poll now and show the results. All right, so Dr. B, here's what we have. No software can make accounting painless for small businesses without the help from an accountant, and 43% agree, and 32% strongly agree, 32% agree, so that's 75% either agree or strongly agree. And my initial reaction to that is that's no surprise. I have my degree in accounting, and I don't think that there's anything in the software that inherently eliminates every accounting issue that you may face. It just kind of lets the small business owner think that they're doing the right thing, and as CPAs, I think we know better. Dr. B, what would be your reaction to that?
Yes, absolutely, and this is what we have been believing, and that is the motivation behind what we are doing. So it is true that the original accounting software that was based on DIY model was based on an incorrect assumption. So now the question is, how do you fix that? So the real first thing is, let us find out what the reality is. And what we believe the reality is that no accounting software can make accounting painless for small businesses. Only you, the trained accounting professional, can, using the powerful professional systems. Now, this is the key. We believe that accountants play a very crucial role in accounting, and we have to put accounting back into accountants' hand. And accountants really cannot do much unless they have the right tools. They still have the tools that were DIY solutions, but they were created for small businesses. They were like, analogy is, those are like off-the-counter medicine, okay? So accountants need professional tools. So this is based on this belief now. You can now, question becomes, if you believe that accountants can make accounting painless, then what will be the right model? And let us see what we believe is the right model. And we believe the right model is, let's put accountants back at the center of client accounting. Let's put them in the driver's seat. And this is the new DDIY model. And I'll explain you what DDIY stands for. But basically the concept behind this model is that let's put accountants back in the driver's seat. Let's put accountants back at the center of client accounting. And what this software, this DDIY model does it lets accountants and clients work collaboratively while accountants remain in command. So accountants, like project leader, they are leading the entire engagement. And that's the way we believe it should be. And the role of the software is basically to facilitate that kind of a collaboration. That's all it is. So this is a completely different model. It is completely opposite of the DIY model. In DIY model, the software at the core and accountants were at the periphery. In this one, accountants are at the core, and they work collaboratively with the client. So you must be wondering how it is made possible. And this is made possible by the cloud. Now, what in cloud, nothing is installed on your PC. Everything is installed on a big server somewhere. So in our case, we install at Amazon.com servers, which are one of the most secure servers in the world. So everything's installed there. Now, advantage of the cloud is that now everybody can access those servers. So you can access those servers, and your clients can also access those servers. So what we do is, indeed, DDIY model, the solution includes everything that you and your clients might need. So it's typical bookkeeping model, which is banking, sales, expenses, job costing, inventory, like the typical DIY systems have. But it also includes all the tools that professionals like you are going to need. A powerful write-up system, trial balance system, way to create fully customizable financial statements more efficiently than DIY systems. And plus, on top of this, these systems, these DDIY systems, actually include a lot of tools that helps accountants monitor their client's fiscal health. They can monitor client's cash flow and all important business drivers. So this is the beauty of this thing. So everything is in the cloud, and the system includes everything that you and your clients are going to need. And this changes completely the way accounting is done. So let us see what are the benefits of this kind of a system. And we'll come to show you an example of this system. But let us discuss in conceptually, once you are at the center of client accounting, you have complete control over it, and you and your clients work collaboratively. Then what does it do? The most important thing is that this DDIY system lets you customize your practice for each individual client, depending on what is the best option for each client. And we'll discuss those options. There are basically 4 different kind of needs for your clients. And we'll see how these DDIY systems can effectively meet different clients' needs. And in that process, one of the things it does is that it even eliminates the need for your clients to do any accounting at all. You can take over all their work, and we'll show you how it is possible. Second thing is that now you are able to fulfill your advisory role very effectively. And now you can really help your clients manage their cash flow, manage their business finances, and help them run their business more efficiently. And that's exactly what clients are looking from you. So now, when you have access to a DDIY system, what you can do is you can go to your clients and tell them, don't decide it yourself, or many times don't do it yourself. Let's work together to make accounting painless for you. So unlike DIY systems that are sold directly to small businesses with the claim that they can make accounting painless for them, here the whole concept is that accountants can now go to their clients and tell them, hey, let us work together. Don't decide it yourself. Don't do it yourself. Let's work together and we'll find the best option for you to make accounting virtually painless for you. And now you can see, what does DDIY stand for? DDIY stands for don't decide it yourself. In many cases, it will mean also don't do it yourself. So this is the completely different paradigm, and this is a paradigm shift that is going to transform the accounting. So the question is, what are the systems which are based on DIY model and systems that are based on DDIY models? So typically, virtually all systems, with few exceptions, are all DIY based on DIY model, whether they are desktop or cloud-based. And that's an irony. Everybody had the chance to change, all creators of accounting software has the chance to change the model and take full advantage of the power of what cloud has to offer. But systems like QuickBooks, QuickBooks Online, Xero, NetSuite, Wave, Sage, all are based on DIY model. Excuse me. Currently, the only system based on DDIY model is Accounting Power from AccountantsWorld, and I'm believing, and I think it might have already come out, Creative Solution is in this direction. They have introduced software. So that's another system that is based on DDIY model. So now, before we show you how these systems work, let me show you some very major advantage of this system, how these systems, DDIY systems, can help you manage the fiscal health of client's business. So one of the things is that just from looking at one screen, you can monitor the health of, excuse me, you can monitor business health of each of your clients. So what you can do is, there are certain important business drivers like accounts receivable, accounts payable. You want to see if there could be a cash flow problem, how much money is sitting in the bank. Those kind of things are something that every business wants to monitor. You may also, depending on kind of business, you may want to monitor a quick ratio, inventory turnover. So what you can do is, and for each client, the threshold for these important business drivers are different. So for somebody, if the accounts receivable are over 50,000, that may be a problem. On the other hand, for some other accountant, up to 200,000, there's not a major issue. So what you do is, this system will allow you to create a threshold for all important business drivers for each individual clients. And then you can display the important information about all your clients on basically one screen. And then if there is any issue, then these things are going to show you right on that particular screen. So here, say, accounts receivable for this person is 63,604, but that's not a problem. But in many cases, suppose check amount, you have said that, hey, for a particular client, if the check amount is over 10,000, give me a red flag. It will give you a red flag. So it will give you a red flag whenever any parameter gets outside the range that you have specified. So looking at one screen, you can see which clients might have a problem. And not only that, you can also set on your cell phone that it will send you an alert on your cell phone, and if you want, it can send an alert on your client's cell phone. So alert could be a client XYZ is having accounts receivable that have exceeded 200,000. And now you can call the person and say, hey, let us see how we can solve this problem. So this is one of the screens where you can really very quickly every morning, just looking at one screen, you can see a bird's eye view of what client situations is and which are the clients that might need some help. Another thing is dashboard, and the dashboard is for each individual client. So on the dashboard, you can compare, say, income this year versus last year. You can compare actual versus budget. You can also see what are the profit and loss over the different months. What are the projected cash balances based on what the balance you have in your bank right now, what do you expect to receive in next, say, 1 month, and what you need to pay within in the next 1 month. So you can have a good projection of what your cash flow may be like within a month or 2 months. So that way your clients can plan certain if they see any kind of a issue. So there are a lot of, it tells you how the expenses are distributed and customer balances and a lot of different information from the dashboard. So this is another very important tool that can give you each individual client's situation, while the other thing that I showed you, which is the snapshot, gives you information about all the clients at one time. So, so this is just a glimpse of how these systems can help you offer financial advice to your clients and monitor your clients' businesses' fiscal health. Now what we are going to do is we are going to say exactly your different clients have different needs. They want to do accounting a little differently, and how you can accommodate every client's needs. So you will have clients who will say, I really don't want to do anything. Given a choice, I wouldn't want to do anything with accounting. I will just offload that accounting work to someone else to take care of. So with these systems, you can really, your client can completely outsource accounting to you, and we'll show you how you can do accounting very efficiently for the clients who just don't want to do any accounting themselves. Then you might have some clients who might have a bookkeeper, and they will say, you know what, we would like to do some part of the accounting in our office. And we will show you how you can accommodate those people and create the best possible system for those clients. Some clients, just you can move away from writing manual checks. And typically, overall, 25 to 30% of accounting work is still after the fact write-up work. So we are going to show you how cloud and how DDIY solutions make this after the fact write-up extremely efficient. And of course, you have a DDIY system, but no accounting system is going to meet every individual client's needs. So in this particular case, your client might have a need for a system that who's a distributor has to have a very comprehensive inventory system. So they may continue to use a system that best meet their needs, and then what you can do is you can do the professional work for these clients using your DDIY system, because as I told you, these DDIY systems have very powerful professional capabilities for creating financial statements and doing trial balance work. So now let us see option number 1. Excuse me. This is the option for the clients who don't want to do accounting. Given the choice, they would love to offload accounting work to someone else. And in this case, what your firm can do is you can do everything that your client's staff currently does. Your staff can do all of that, more accurately, faster, right from your office. They don't have to leave your office. They can do all that work right from your office, much easier, faster, and more efficiently and more accurately than your client staff can do. So your staff can pay bills, enter all the transactions, record accounts, bills that have been paid, perform bank reconciliation, perform trial balance, prepare budgets for your clients, manage cash flow, watch key business drivers. As I told you, you can watch those key business drivers, prepare fully customizable financial statements, and if your clients want, you can even offer payroll service to your clients. So, and the beauty of it will show you how you can, or your staff can, perform all these functions sitting right in your office. And this is an excellent option for you also, because until now, maybe from a client, you have a small trial balance engagement that is worth, say, $5,000. Now, if you take a complete accounting engagement, that could be worth $15,000, $20,000. And the beauty of it is that this may not even take you much more longer than the amount of time you used to spend doing just trial balance work and creating financials, because now you don't have to spend any time fixing the errors that clients used to make. So now you can really, this can add significantly to your bottom line. So the system works very simply. There are two ways clients can get that, say you have to, for bill payment, get their bills to you. One is they can scan it. Excuse me, I got some cold. And second thing is they can, everybody has a smartphone, they can take a snapshot of the invoice that they need to pay, and that's it, through an app. And then these invoices, PDF, will go right into the accounting system. So when your staff logs in to pay bills, they will see the replica of a bill on the right hand side. They will see the amount, they will see who the payer is. You pull out the payer from this drop-down list, you bring up the payer and enter the amount, and this bill is automatically entered. So you can upload all the unpaid bills. You can just very easily pay right, your staff can pay right sitting in your office. So this is how you can easily do the bill payment. Now, once you're done that, your clients may want to approve it because they may not want to pay all the bills at one time. So there is a very simple approval process. A screen goes to the client, and then client can check off them to pay, and then your staff can then go and print those bills. And now, this pretty soon you will be able to pay bills through ACH. Clients might have given you permission to deposit this amounts in their bank account, and you can take it from one client's bank account and then pay it to the payee's account. And now what I'm doing is I'm giving you an example of what you see on the screen is our accounting power system. Also, you can see here, as I told you, this system includes everything that you and your clients need. So banking, sales, job costing, expenses, write-up, trial balance, financials, reports, utility, integration, and everything. So this is what integrated system is. But I will come back to you and come back to it and show you how you can customize this system for your clients. So this is the example we gave when your client don't want to outsource accounting you, and we showed you how you can easily take that accounting work and do it very efficiently right from your office. Now, before we do that, can you bring up, Jonathan, can you bring up the poll number 2? And the whole idea is to see what percentage of your clients would want to offload that work or outsource complete accounting to you.
Okay, so the poll's open, and if we can get all of you to vote and give us your thoughts. That would be greatly appreciated. Again, given the choice, what percentage of my clients would want my firm to do all their accounting work? Please respond now. Again, a reminder, we must do the homework to get credit for our CPE, so we must answer the questions. We'll leave it open a few more seconds and go from there. All right, Jonathan, I think we're about there, so if you'll show the poll results, that'll be great. All right, so looks like we have at close to 36% or greater, 39% of the group, okay? Over 50%, 20% of the group, Dr. B, saying that given the opportunity, they'd rather have their accountant do the work. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so this is really very good. You can see that about 20 and 20, about 55% of accountants have clients who would want to give some work to their, so about 20% or more of their clients, there are 60% accountants who will have at least 20% or more of their clients want to give accounting work to them. So this could be, and there is 20% where more than half of the clients would want to give accounting work. So this could be a tremendous amount, tremendous revenue source for accountants. So now, and we understand that not all clients are going to be wanting to outsource their accounting to accountants. But the beauty of this is that now you can start to identify those clients. And once you go to them, just from those clients alone, try to just do a simple calculation, see how much more you can add to your bottom line. So now the question is, what happens to the clients who really don't want to want their accountants to do complete accounting work? So we handle now the beauty of DDIY model is you can handle those clients very effectively also. So now let us take the option number 2. Your clients want some involvement. In this particular case, depending on what the client feels comfortable doing, you can give them as much or as little work that they really can do easily. Okay? And how do you do that? So this is done through a permission screen. And the beauty of DDIY system that our accounting power DDIY system is that you can customize the system for each individual clients. So those who want to outsource accounting to you, you can do complete accounting work for them. Now some clients say, no, I don't want to do something because I have a good bookkeeper. She can take care of accounts receivable, accounts payable. And so when for that particular client, you can customize the system and give them access to do the setup, do the banking, do accounts receivable and accounts payable. This screen, I could not fit everything, so there is a lot more options on this particular screen. So when that client's bookkeeper logs into the system, all she is going to see is the options for which you have given her permission. Now, if you did not give her the permission to do bank rec, she is not going to see that. So she will see accounts receivable, accounts payable, so and sales expenses and those screens. Now, you might have a plumber who says, okay, I know I have a simple model, and I just want to pay bill, and enter cash. So when you customize the system and give them option to just write checks and enter cash receipts, and that's pretty much this person can do. And when he logs in, that's what he will be able to do. So now you can customize the system for each individual client, giving them access to only the function they can comfortably perform. So now you make accounting virtually painless for those clients, because those are the clients who wanted to do something. You work with them and you let them do what they feel comfortable with. So this is the option number 2. Now option number 3 is you still have clients who continue to write manual checks. They don't write anything, they don't use computers, or even if they use, they believe it's a hassle. So there are numerous different ways to handle those clients. And one of the ways you can continue to do the after the fact write-up work, where they can, at the end of the month, they can send you the cancer checks, and you can do the write-up work the way you have been doing. But there is much better way to do it now. What happens is we provide a bank feed. So you have an option to download all the bank transactions from your client's bank. We have a integration with Yardley, and they support thousands of banks. So chances are, about 80% of chances are that they will be able to support the banks that your clients use. So there is a small setup which I won't go into. There is a separate session we provide on how to download the bank transactions. So those bank transactions can automatically be downloaded into Accounting Power. Now it will download credit card information. It will also download all the bank transactions. So the credit card information is downloaded, and then our system, Accounting Power, will do the matching of the names of the pays with whatever is in the system. And if it finds a match, it will automatically apply to that particular vendor. Now, if there are certain cases, it may not find the match. It will find the right vendor and assign it to that particular vendor. So credit card, and a lot of small businesses do most of their transactions through credit card. So you virtually eliminated, or at least you eliminated 70–80% of the credit card transaction entry. So that is a big, very big savings of time. Now what you can do is, for the bank transactions, of course, you don't get the name of the pays. So what you can do is, there are a couple of ways you can do it. You can create an Excel spreadsheet of all the transactions, payments that have been received, and then you can send an email to the client and say, hey, give me the name of the people or name of the companies you have paid these, written those checks to with this amount. They send it back to you. Now all you have to do is enter the pays, and your write-up work is done. We can do even better than that. That is going to be a simple app. Now virtually all clients use smartphones. So what if we gave your clients a very simple app that will say, hey, from the drop-down list, select the pay, and then maybe if there is a new pay, enter the pay, and then enter the amount. And if it's a new pay, just enter what this amount is for. And this, once they have entered that data, that can go right into the accounting system. And even those people who have been writing checks manually will find, using this simple app, no more complicated. In fact, probably easier than writing the checks. This save all this hassle of writing checks, putting in the envelope, addressing it, putting a stamp, mailing it. They can avoid all that. And virtually everybody these days is used to using apps. So with using the simple app like that, you can even eliminate the need for entering any data. So once they do this, all the data go right into your write-up work. So this is how you can accommodate those clients who do not want to use your DDIY system, who may want to write manual checks, who have been writing manual checks, and we can have many of them use a simple app to eliminate your data entry altogether. So we are taking care of 3 different clients. And the last one is, I was talking to you about the bank feed. It's very simple. You just say, hey, which credit card, bank information, or you want to download credit card information, which is the bank, and which period, and then you click bank feed, and all the data automatically comes in. It's as simple as that. Now the clients who need to use another system, how do you handle them? Very easy. Let them continue to use what they want to use, what is good for them, and then what you do is at the end of the month or period, they can send you the trial balance or whatever transactions you need. You download those into this DDIY system, which is the accounting power, and then perform your trial balance work. And I'll show you what kind of capabilities exist for doing your trial balance work. Excuse me. You can customize the screen in any different ways you want. You can have debit credits, you can one column, you can add any number of columns. And then you can basically, it will have tick marks, it will have notes. So you've analyzed certain things, you can put the tick marks. If you have to put some notes and someone else within your firm is going to do some other work, more work on this particular trial balance, they can do that work. Now you can basically drill down all the way down to the source document. So you click on this particular transaction and you can go all the way down and give the details, and then if you want to go all the way to the source document, you can even go all the way down to the source document. So as I told you, you can drill it down all the way down to the source document. So you, from trial balance work, and you can do trial balance work either using the trial balance or you can do it from using the financials. Some of you are used to doing it through the financials. So there are very powerful trial balance capabilities. I don't have enough time to go through all of this, but I'm giving you a broad overview of this whole system. Now, one more thing we are going to do is that okay. Then the next thing is creating financial statements. Actually, it is really a shame that you do all the work and many times you are not able to give really well-formatted financial statements to your clients. The amount of work that is done is the same, but with very little effort, you can really give very professional-looking financial statements to your clients. And DDIY systems allow you to do that. You can customize the financials every which way you want. You can merge different different accounts. You can expand different accounts, and you can even create, say, 3 different kind of financials for the same client. One could be, which is a very high-level management kind of a financial statement that the client can give to the bank, say. Another one is for their own internal use, that they want to see, say, all the sales that they have received in an expanded way, but a lot of other things in consolidated way. They don't want to see details of all the, say, depreciation items. So you can customize those financials for them, and for your own firm, you want all the details, you can create those kind of financials. And once we have created a template, different templates, you can apply one template from one client to other client. So this is another thing that shows you how you can customize the financials and create financials with cover sheet, table of contents, accountant's note, footnotes, everything that a professional looking financials require. Now let me tell you another major advantage of, we are running out of time, so one major advantage is that with DDIY system, many of your clients are writing checks manually. Typically what happens, they bring out everything at the, many accountants bring it out at the end of the year, and you spend time closing the books when it is peak of your for peak period for your firm. Using DDIY system, you can spread it every year. You can do the closing for soft closing, at least if not for each client. So you can spread your work throughout the year and make your tax season a little less stressful. Now, let me give you the recap of what the DIY model is. This is the typical model used by most accounting systems, and this was the only option for desktop, but now most cloud solutions have also adopted this model. They create hassle for most clients, and these are not created for professional work. As you can see, the whole concept is DIY, means do it yourself. They are created for your clients. So they're not ideal for your professional work. If you really want to do your professional work, you have to bring data into a real powerful trial balance system. You have no control of what clients do. And it also impacts your relevance. Clients feel that they have done some of the work, and so it really definitely impacts your relevance, and this weakens your client relationship. The producer, suppose they're buying a software from one provider, and tomorrow they come out and start selling payroll services. Now they will push payroll services to your clients. So this is how your client relationship is weakened, and your client relationships are your most precious assets. You know, that's all that is. If you don't lose your client relationship, you have no business. So by weakening your client relationship, you are really doing tremendous compromising your practice actually. On the other hand, DDIY model makes it, that is made possible by the cloud, because cloud only allows you to work together with your clients, and these systems can be installed on one server that can be accessed by you and your clients. They're designed for professionals, and then you also have all the capabilities or all the functions that your clients might need. So full-blown system, but designed for you to do your professional work also. And as I told you, the beauty of it is they let you work with your clients. And when you work with your clients, you strengthen your client relationship, which is a very major advantage. And as I told you, you can customize the system for each and your own practice, not the system, your accounting practice, to meet each client's need most effectively. So you can give your clients one of the 4 options. Let's see, these are the 4 different ways. Tell me what works for you, and I'll customize my practice to meet your needs. DIY systems can never do that. As I told you, you can offer complete accounting services, CFO services, help them manage their cash flow, business finances, important business drivers. And this is really the future of client accounting is. So DIY was the very major breakthrough, the most important breakthrough in accounting that was made possible by PCs, and DDIY is another major breakthrough that has been made possible by the cloud. So now, Jonathan, it is time for our third poll.
Right. So this poll says, which model lets you make accounting painless for your clients and more profitable for your firm? The DIY model, which we've all known has been around for a while. The don't decide it yourself, that was also a question written in. What does DDIY stand for? Don't decide it yourself model, or you're not sure at this point. And let me just elaborate on that. The DDIY model allows you to control the software and eliminate many of the mistakes that Dr. Bonzali has taken you through today, offer you many different services. And if you'll go ahead and answer the questions now, that would be great. Thank you. While you do that, I will answer a few other questions just to save us a little bit of time, because we don't want to go over the hour. You know, does this integrate with income tax software? And the answer is yes. It will carry to the M1 and the M3 adjustments accordingly. We support several of the major accounting packages directly, such as Pro Series, CERT, Creative Solutions. What is the name of the system? It's called Accounting Power. Can you download this presentation for those of you that joined us a little bit late? Yes, under Expert Webinar Series off of AccountantsWorld.com, right? And we will certainly talk to you a little bit about how to get in touch with a professional development, practice development consultant here in just a moment, and they'll talk through price for those of you that ask that. Okay, Jonathan, I'm just looking here at the poll, and looks like we're getting close, so maybe you can show us the result. Fantastic, Dr. Bonzali. So we have the DDIY choice was overwhelming, no surprise. 64% really feel like this is a better model for them. It's designed for them. It's designed to help them with their clients, make them more profitable, grow their business. And that's absolutely no surprise to me. I think that the cloud technology is now our chance as accountants, as CPAs, to take advantage of this migration, not be forced into it, not be told what to do, but rather take this as an opportunity to relook at our practice and our internal workflows and help migrate our clients over to a model that just will absolutely not only help us and our business, but help our clients, which is the ultimate goal here. Any surprises there, Dr. B?
No, I'm not. I'm very glad that we have been able to articulate the value of this new DDIY model to accountants, and accountants are ready to take full advantage of this. So, Jeff, I think the next step is that as far as the presentation is, official presentation is concluded. Now Jeff is going to walk you through some what the next step is. So thank you very much. I really appreciate your taking the time. And if we have not been able to answer all your questions, please put the questions and someone will call you back. And you're free to contact me on my email address, cbhansali@accountantsworld.com. And again, thank you very much.